Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Taurus, you are up for the April Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm using the Kipper deck, I'm using my Korean deck, and I'm using the King Solomon Oracle deck, lots of Ks. And I'm using my Little Witch Tarot deck for clarification if needed. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the King Solomon Oracle. Right quick. May I have the energy for Taurus for April? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? 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 May I have a card, please? And as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it is not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just the person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards and oracle cards. May I have a card for Taurus, please? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? 2 cards came out. That's interesting. 1 card came out reversed, and 1 card came out upright. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Get my little booklet, because I don't use this deck that often. You got number 35, and you got number 18. Okay. So, 35. Inverted. You got it in the upright. So this is what it says: taking a risk, overcoming fears, a courageous feat, moving beyond caution to carry out actions, assertiveness, self-confidence, a brave deed or bold action will bring success. So, you know what? I already know what I want to title this. Give me a second. I got my little pad here. Just bear with me, Taurus. I'm writing. Okay, I wrote it down. I'm not going to tell you what the title is. You'll see when you click on it. All right. So, yeah. Person, a bold risk taker. It's interesting because this is Aries season. And everyone is in that energy of full steam ahead. That's the energy people are in. So they're taking risk right now. But it says person, a bold risk taker, someone unafraid of confronting danger. A confident person who isn't afraid to try their luck. A tendency for inflated self-confidence, cheeky advice. And now is the time to take risks. Don't worry about the consequences. Be audacious and act with courage and confidence. Now, the other card, 18, it came out reversed. So let's see what that's about. It says, bitter disappointment and failure, making a bad decision, following poor advice, lack of success, a downcast spiritual emotional state. Don't trust your intuition on this matter. Okay. So on this particular part, I'm seeing 2 things here that are complete opposites. The energy I'm picking up is that because this which came out in the upright, if it were to come out in the reverse, it would mean that you're not taking a chance. the energy I'm picking up is that there will be a failure if you don't take a chance. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like the old saying, if you take a chance, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen, but if you don't take a chance, nothing happens. It's sort of like that. Where if you're not taking a chance, if you're not being bold, if you're not stepping up to the plate to claim what is yours, then it's going to be failure, is what it's going to be. If you let fear paralyze you and keep you trapped, then you will fail. The thing that you desired, because you decided not to go after it and not take a chance and play it safe, then that's sort of where you're at on that part. Let me go ahead and get a card from the Kipper deck and bring some more color to this. Energy for Taurus for April. Energy for Taurus for April. May I have the energy for Taurus for April, please? May I have the energy for Taurus for April, please? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? I'm not taking those. May I have the energy for Taurus for April? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have a card, please? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have a card, please? This came out. Courthouse. There may be something going on at the courthouse for you, Taurus. Some type of legal matter. Something just told me to tell you this. Random. It's probably only going to resonate with one person, but I don't care. I need to say it because it's on my mind. If some of you receive some papers in the mail about going to the courthouse, and this is not legal advice, I'm not an attorney, so don't take this as legal advice. We all have free will. You can do what you want to do. It's recommended that you show up. But what people don't realize when it comes to court stuff, and again, I'm not an attorney, is that if you don't show up for a court case where you just ignore it, where you're summoned to appear in court, if you ignore it, then it's usually a summary judgment in favor of the plaintiff. So if someone, made a complaint and then you were requested to appear before the court and you just ignored it, then it can end up being summary judgment for the plaintiff. Don't ignore it. As a matter of fact, this would be the time to be bold. They may not have a case. You just may not realize it until you get in the courtroom or until you speak with an attorney. And do that for some of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you. Thoughts. So some of you might be thinking about this, or you might be thinking about an individual, is what may be going on too. Specifically an individual, because in this particular card, you see how there's this woman in the picture. Some of you might be thinking about someone. I don't know why. I am picking up divorce, where somebody wants the divorce, but the other person doesn't. I am picking up that energy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, another energy I'm picking up, somebody feels like they made a bad decision, where they left someone, but now they're kind of like, wow, why did I do that? Now that song's playing through my head. I never should have let you go. It's playing through my head. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But with this, regardless of whether it's a relationship, work, life in general, it's all about taking a chance. May I have the energy for Taurus for April? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have the energy for Taurus for April? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? What is it that Taurus needs to hear? Woo! Too many cards. I'm taking the 2 on the top. Wow. That's interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? Royal Seal. This is going, somebody's dealing with the court matter. With the Royal Seal, that's something official. There's something official going on. Somebody's dealing with the court matter. Because it's in here. For others of you, with the Royal Seal, I'm looking at this. Someone may be in jail. You might be getting information about someone being in jail. You might be going to their hearing in doing that, especially with prisoner right here. For others of you, I don't know why, but I feel like there might be a promotion. Random, I know. But the reason I'm saying that with the Royal Seal is because the person who carries the Royal Seal, it has to be someone of prestige. And again, energy can be, either it can be your energy or their energy. But so you may be the person with the Royal Seal. You may be the person in power. You could be the person who has been trusted by by your company to carry out the official duties, is what it could also be. Let me go ahead and read these right quick. I'm going to do prisoner first, and then I'll do Moon Jar 3. Let me see. Here we go. And I'll hold this up too. It says prisoner. Keywords. Difficult but unexpected reversal awaits in the future. Meeting a very strong-willed, determined person. Frustrating situation where one cannot accomplish his or her objectives. Must not lose pride, even in the most difficulties. Can get framed. Okay, so be careful who you deal with, Taurus. For the time being, you will have a difficult time being heard out. There may be a situation where someone is attempting to put something on you, and it may be difficult to get your point across. This doesn't necessarily have to be in court where someone is making something up. Could be. The thing that I'm picking up is that you're going to have to stand your ground. Don't let anyone push you around. Don't let anyone push you around. What's number 75? Moon Jar 3. Let's see what we got here. Moon Jar 3. Okay, Moon Jar 3. I'm holding this up. Keywords. Patience and endurance through a dull and boring period. But the wait is not meaningless. Will soon obtain visible results. I told you. Inauspicious to move. Heart and passion for one goal. Now or never. Job may not involve dealing with people. Must put in wholehearted efforts and devotion. I told you, you're going to have to step up. That's what's going on. And I'm going to read the Royal Seal right quick, which is number 66. Because Royal Seal was at the bottom. Let me hold this. The Royal Seal. It says approval needed from a very high level organization. Work delayed due to formality. Takes time to get results. Communication is delayed. If you are in a position of waiting for orders, you will remain passive. And on the contrary, if you are in a position to make a decision, you will no longer be able to sit and wait. Formal procedure. So this is going back to stepping up to the plate, but I still feel with the Royal Seal, the person who carries the Royal Seal is somebody official. You could be this official person, meaning that if you're not, there may be a promotion in your future. And I'm picking up promotion for some reason. Also, I'm picking up with the promotion that it may be something that you don't want to do. Let's say that you're promoted to a manager, and then your first duty that they give you as a manager is that you have to let some people go. That it is what it is. So, yeah. But you're going to have to step up to the plate and you're going to have to deal with it. There may be other things Again, some of you are going to be dealing with a court situation, is what's going on. Some of you, don't be surprised if you receive papers, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be bad. It just means that you need to make your case. But definitely do not ignore it. Don't ignore it. Regardless, the energy I'm picking up is stepping up to the plate. I'll go ahead and take a clarification right quick. This is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I want to get some more color on this. Can we have some cards for Taurus to clarify, please? Can we have some cards for Taurus to clarify? Yeah, there's some shady stuff going on. So, Seven of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's something shady going on. You may be dealing, what's at the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck is wish fulfillment. Some of this may be going on because of jealousy. Let me take another card. May I have another card for Taurus, please? Thank you. Tower. Yeah, something's coming in. You're about to learn about something. What's at the bottom of the deck? Two of Pentacles. For some of you, you actually may be filing papers because you're finding out that someone was not being faithful to you. Throwing it out there. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For others of you, I feel like you're doing a balancing act, dealing with two situations. But with the Two of Pentacles, it balances very well. You're going to be able to do this. If you're kind of hesitant, if you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, I'm telling you, you can do this. You can do this. You just have to take charge. Yeah, hate to say it, you have to take the bull by the horns. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Let me take one more card. May I have one more card for Taurus, please? May I have one more card for Taurus, please? Wow. Eight of Swords. You're dealing with, there's going to be someone, you may be hearing about someone being in jail, is what's going on. Don't be surprised. If something is telling me they may be coming to you to help get them out, like to post their bail or to do something like that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't be surprised. This could be you, Taurus, but I'm not really picking up this is you. There's something involving jail here, for sure, because this Eight of Swords just confirmed it. And it's going to happen fast. Eight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. It's some type of change or movement, and with the Tower energy here, I might have to change this because jail is all over this. But I don't feel it's you. I feel it's someone around you. And then with Prisoner in the Korean deck, and then with the Royal Seal, Official, someone's going to ask you to help them get out of jail. I feel this. I honestly feel that's what's going to happen. Someone's going to ask you to help them get out of jail. For some of you. I might have to change this title. Interesting. Taurus, that's I could go into it, but I don't want this to be that long because we'll be here forever. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'm going to retitle this so you know what you're getting into before you click on it. And it'll probably be communication about somebody being in jail is what I'll probably title it now. But it's going to be something that requires you to make a decision is what it's going to be. Also, I just heard this before I go. Someone might try to attach you to whatever was going on. Sort of like a plea deal as well, where they're like, oh, well, such and such helped me, or I got this from such and such. Just keep that in mind too. I want to throw that out there because I'm picking up some of that energy. All right. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, Taurus, be blessed.